2020 Paradise Islands Tournament. We're in Monday's practice round in the Rookie Division. Let's go check it out. This is hole number 9 of Koh Hong Resort. Koh Hong Resort, hole number 9. Maybe. All right. I normally play to the left, so today I'm going to play to the right because the only time I ever play to the right is in tournaments. Because if you're playing to the right, you have a shot at Albie, but you put your eagle at risk if you tank the drive. So the drive is just a delivery system. The whole goal is to get to this shadow right here and bring a sniper and bring it home. If you've got lower developed clubs, whatever you got that's got the best ball guide, so like maybe Horizon. It's not very accurate, but if whatever's got good ball guide, because you want ball guide leading you up to this cup because it's a long, and you've got to put topspin on it. So it's one of those types of shots that ball guide's all important when you use topspin. So to get out to that spot, I'm going to use a rock. You can use a QB or a rock and a kingmaker. Now here's the cool thing is if you can do this exact same shot in pro with a rock and a kingmaker, because of the raw distance in a rock, it'll get you up to that shadow with no overpower, no nothing. It'll just lay you up there to that shadow. Very easy, very straightforward shot. You can do the same exact thing here from rookie with a QB. So I'm going to use a rock, but you can use a QB, and it's the same exact shot. So let me make some notes here. I'm going to use a rock. I'm using a kingmaker because I want to cut the wind. I want the side spin on the first shot, and I want to be able to cut the wind down on the second shot. And then I'm going to use a sniper. I'm not sure if we're doing any wind adjustments or what the deal is here. Let's go make sure I got a rock and a sniper. I got a guardian or something. That back rock, sniper, kingmaker. I'm good to go. Good to row. And if we get the fish par 3, if we get any of the par 3s, the rough bump par 3, anything, I'm going to try it. There's one of the par 3s. I feel like we have a serious hole-in-one on that par 3, but there's the fish par 3. We have a serious chance of getting a hole-in-one on that. And then there's the other par 3. And so I'm trying to make it so that I have a good shot on that other par 3. So you can see where my red line is, my rock. I'm pulling it back. So when you're in pro, you have plenty of room. You don't have to do any special stuff here. I'm going to stay a couple rings away from that transitional surface. 2-4. I'm like 2.5 rings off. 2-4. I'm going to do a 2.5 ring pull. And I'm just going to lean to the left. That's either great or perfect. Just bleed myself up there. I need to get a little teeny bit further forward and a little bit more to the left in order to, I want to be right on the edge of that shadow. And I have no problem with this shot over here, other than the fact that your chances of getting Albie are diminished. There's still there is a shot that you can do over the trees to get Albie, but I think the shot from the other side's better. And in one-on-one play, I never take the shot over the trees because it's all about getting eagle on this hole and winning and beating. This is a hole right here where you can beat people out on the course because they go the way that I went. If they make the drive, they're in pretty good shape. But most people fail on the drive. I'd say a good 80% of the people fail on the drive. So all you have to do is get eagle. The cool thing about hitting over here is that you can hit it good and still end up in the fairway. It's a monster fairway. It seemed like the ball guy was just barely lying here. I'm going to go right at it. 3-2. I'm just going to do a regular adjustment. I'm not going to do anything extra. I'm not worried about wind so much today as I'm worried about the right club and balls. And we'll learn we'll take some of these shots. If we can hit them perfect, it'll tell us that we do need to do a wind adjustment. Hitting it perfect. The ball guide is lying just a little. And the way the wind was blowing there, I probably do need to do like a 10% wind adjustment. And I'm going to put a note here that ball guide is lying. We get our distance down there and we can start working that wind, but that definitely, I was off on that. The wind was blowing slightly to the left and I was off on the left. And so that tells me I need to do at least a little bit of a wind adjustment to bring it back over towards the cup, but it wouldn't have mattered there because my speed was off. And you can't worry too much about, in that shot, you can't worry too much about like, hey, it's 3.5 topspin, because a little bit of variance up there in that shadow is a big amount of variance. I'm going to go to a shootout. I think I have room. Let's see if they go to a shootout, if they get their eagle. And they went from the rough to the rough. Big mistake. This is a pretty easy hole to get an eagle on. So if we're taking that shot over there and we're actually going for Albie, the whole deal is we want to make sure that we don't fail on the drive. Because if you can make the drive, then the rest of the shot just is there. And super easy. All right. That was a pretty decent practice round. So I picked up some stuff. I've got a set. So like when I play my main account, which I'm going to play next, I now know what club and ball I'm using. So now it's a matter of going out there and exploring that shot. So I'm not having to think about the clubs that I have in my bag. I know that I brought the right stuff. Now it's just going out there and trying to work it. I want to try and hit as many perfects today as I can going into the cup, so I can go back when I watch these videos, I can go back and watch the videos and I can look on those holes, because what I'm doing today is I'm trying to do just a regular adjustment. And then if I see that I'm off and I hit it perfect, then I know that I have some maneuver, or I need to make some adjustments. But if I come in there and I'm already doing some adjustments and I don't know how the ball responds just on normally, then it makes it harder to start. Then I'm tacking on to, I want to get some base stuff. And so I don't normally like to play too much. Like some of the holes I know, just because I've played them for a long time, that we do an adjustment and we're just fine tuning it for the wind that we have. But a lot of these holes we only played once. So, and some of how I played them in the last tournament, I'm playing them different this time. I want to give them a different look. All right, that was hole number 9 of Monday's practice round. Thanks for watching.